up? Mario from Urchfab. It's going to be part 32 on the Mongrel build. So what I'm going to tackle today is I'm going to make a piece to basically connect this upper lip to this bulkhead here, which is going to involve a lot of shrinking and stretching. We need to get this curve going that way, and this obviously curves going that way as well, so we got curves in two different planes. So I'll make this in a couple of pieces and try and get these two connected today. I've got a cold, so you'll have to put up with some snot and dribble as well. But I'm going to drop this off the wheels, spin it over a load of times to get all the rest of the bits of grit and sand out. And I forgot to mention yesterday who blasted this. It's GT Shot Blasting in Somerset. If you're looking to get something blasted and you're in that area, you can look him up, GT Shot Blasting. He really knows what he's doing with blasting cars. If someone who doesn't really know what they're doing blasts a car, you can completely ruin a car. You can warp all the panels, and I've seen the sort of end result of people who don't really know what they're doing, and it can be really bad. So he's someone that I would trust to blast a car. So yeah, look him up if you need some blasting doing. Yeah, drop this off the wheels a minute. That's one of the downsides to shot blasting, is unless you've got it on a rollover jig, it's pretty much impossible to get all the sand out, because it all gets right inside the chassis legs and inside the sills. That's one of the reasons I didn't put the sills on until it'd been blasted. Alright, first thing I need to do is hammer and dolly this lip so it's flat. So we can spot weld a piece onto that, then we can mark . I'm going to plug up a load of these holes here, which I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need any of those. But I'll weld these up first while I can get to the back of them. Once I've done this, I won't be able to get my hand in to cover the back while I'm welding them up. I think that's all the holes I'm not using. Should have took these out before I had it blasted. Now they're all covered in paint. And now that's where the wiper motor would have gone. I do want to try and reuse the MX5 wiper motor if I can and adapt it to fit. I'll probably just put a single wiper on here and mess about with that later. So first thing, I just want to cut a strip. Alright, that's how that's going to sit. So I'll spot weld that all the way along. Now we need a 90-degree lip, which we're going to then shape to fit that. So I've marked this out so that I can shrink it and make sure I'm doing it evenly. I know where I'm at. We need to stretch this bottom edge to get it to pull in to follow that. No, we need to shrink this edge, shrink this inside edge to get it to pull in, and then stretch this top edge to get it to pull down, bow down. So we've got that piece done, and this has got a curve in both planes, so this top curve matches the top and the bottom one is curved over to match the bottom. So that's all in, pretty solid. You can see it lines up perfectly with the lip. So now the rest of this is just a real straightforward flat piece across the front of here. I've got these cut, done them in 2 halves so that I know they're exactly the same, and that way this curve is going to be like symmetrical both sides. Got his little face back. So the piece I had cut for joining this to the piece below it was actually too short, because I had to bend this up by about, I'd say maybe 15 mil. Had to pull this up. It must have just either sunk down over time or maybe got lent on or pushed on at some point, since it had all been cut off. So yeah, probably should have checked that before. Now I've got to remake that piece. The bonnet will come up a little bit because there's no seal in it, and that will come down a little bit. But I thought what I would do, because it'd be rude not to, is just temporarily fit up the arches so you can all get a little bit of an idea of what it's going to look like when it's car again. Got a bit of excess camera going on. So there you go. That's what she's going to look like, kind of. Obviously hard to fully appreciate it with it all being different colours, but you get the idea. It'd be nice if I had the right wheels and tyres that I could actually like tuck up under the arches, but something I still need to get. Yeah, once this bit's sorted, the rest is straightforward. It's just patching bits up, filling holes. So yeah, that is going to be it for this one. Cheers for watching. See you on the next one.